Shalom and welcome to Branch of Israel. This is Rabbi Roger coming to you from God's beautiful country, Israel. It is getting to be about that time of year where spring cleaning is happening all throughout Israel. The flowers have already started budding and blooming. The weather is starting to change and get warmer as we approach the end of our rainy season. We only get rain for half of the year, and the other half of the year is blue skies and sunny and can be very hot depending upon where you live. During our period of rain, our seasons are shifted a bit. Unlike in America, you pretty much know when it is winter, spring, and summer. But here, our winter is about 2 months long, December and January. Then we move into our short spring for February and March, which could last as long as April, May. However, generally by the end of May, everything turns brown. One of the great things about living in Israel is hearing the different stories and teachings from the rabbis. And today I have one that fits for this Passover season. When I originally heard this, I thought I really need to share it. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verses 11 and 12, it states, "And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, What do you see, Jeremiah? And I said, I see a branch of an almond tree. Then the Lord said to me, You have seen well, for I am watching over my word to perform it." Before Passover, the almond tree is one of the first to bud. Now, why is that? Well, I'm not going to tell you yet, because I want for us first to look at the word for almond and something else hidden within this verse, unless you're able to read it in the Hebrew, of course. The word shaked in both biblical and modern-day Hebrew translate as almond. However, in biblical times it also had another meaning, and that is to watch, as in to be watchful and alert. If you remember, the almond is in the shape of an eye. Now in verse 12, a similar form of that same word is used. If I may explain something here, in the original Hebrew, there were no vowels. So words like this, unless you had it memorized, could easily be pronounced incorrectly. Let me explain by going back to verse 12. Then the Lord said to me, You have seen well, for I am watching over my word to perform it. In the original Hebrew, the word for watch is the same exact 3 letters used for almond, with a slight variation on the pronunciation. Almond is shaked and watch is shoked. But if you were not aware or did not have the vowels to help you, then the verse might inadvertently be translated as, The Lord said to me, You have seen well, for I am almond over my word to perform it. This is an easy mistake to make when learning any language. But, and I emphasize but, if you have lived back then, you knew that the word for almond is like an eye and does keep watch. So when the almond tree in Israel buds, it is because the almond is keeping an eye out to watch and protect the coming Passover. For more teachings and information, visit branchofisrael.com. That's branchofisrael.com. Again, this is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel. Thank you so much for listening. Lehitraot, goodbye, or see you again.